Welcome to the Rich TV Live podcast. I'm your host, Richard D'Souza. And today we're going to talk about the hottest trending stocks of the day. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about dividend stocks. We're going to talk about penny stocks. And we're going to try to give you some strategies to help you win and beat these markets. Well, let's get right into it without any further ado, right here, right now, exclusively on Rich TV Live. All right. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about some of the hottest stocks of the day. And the hottest pick of the day right now is LIFW. LIFW. So this is up 139% of the day. And I must remind you that Rich TV Live is strictly for information and education purposes. Past performance is not always an indication of future results. And I do not sit there and stand and hold the markets up in the stock market and crypto market every single day, making sure you can sell. So you got to be able to make decisions on your own as an investor. You got to be able to know when to buy, when to sell, and you got to have no sympathy in these markets. The markets are very volatile. They're very risky. There's a lot of ups. There's a lot of downs. There's a lot of highs. There's a lot of lows. And as an investor, you got to be able to know when you're buying something, what is your exit strategy? If you don't have an exit strategy, you probably are not going to win. So even before you get into an investment, you really need to think, what if I buy something, what is my plan? So let's take a look at LIFW, the hottest penny stock of the day, up 137%. But why is it doing so well? Let's take a look at this. So when I look at the 1-year chart, right away, I can see this has been as high as $1.60, okay? It's been as high as $1.60 right here. And it's been as low as, let's see here. It's been as low as around 6 cents. So this has been as high as $1.60, as low as 6 cents. It's currently at 21 cents. So then I go to the 1-day chart and try to look at what it's done today. And I can see that today it's gone from pre-market, where it was at 9 cents, moved up pre-market, and then went up even higher. So you could have bought this as soon as the market opened and already made money. And you can see it's gone as high as 26 cents today. All right. And it's been as low as 9 cents. And we're sitting at 21 cents. Now, one of the things I like to do is I like to look at the RSI, and these are the 1-minute candles. So these go up and down by the minute. And you can see that the 1-minute candle gave us the buy signal here, but now they gave us a sell signal. So we're starting to get a lot of divergence, buy, sell, choppiness. And the RSI is kind of right in the middle. So it's not telling us to buy or sell. We're kind of in the middle, and we're up 134% on the day. So what does this tell me? This tells me that this already had a big move today, and I'm probably not going to want to make a trade with a stock already up 134% of the day. I find that to be very, very risky, and I don't like to buy something that's already up 100% or more in the day. Really, really risky. Now, it's not to say that it can't go up higher. Anything is possible in the markets. Just because it's up 100% doesn't mean it can't go up 200%, 300%, 400%. But once something's up 100% on the day, it becomes much more risky, because what that means is that there's always a chance that the short traders are going to try to short it, and they're going to try to short it down. So you need to understand that. That should be in the back of your mind as a day trader. That should always be in your mind as an investor, is that if I buy something, what are the short traders are going to do? Remember, short traders are looking for penny stocks to go up so they can short them back down. So when this is already up 140% now, there's going to be a lot of short traders that are thinking, this is up 140% of the day. Maybe now is the time for me to short this stock. So you got to have that in the back of your mind. You need to be thinking about that as an investor, that there's always a chance that the short trader is going to short this stock. Now, there's always the chance that the day traders and the momentum traders and the penny stock investors are also going to try to buy it because they think it's going to go higher. So that's what the market is. It's a war zone between the short traders that are trying to take things down and the day traders and the speculators and the investors that just want to make money today that want to take it up. But a lot of those investors have already made money today because it's already gone up 140%. So you got to realize that at some point, a lot of them are probably going to sell. And a lot of them probably have already sold today. So the stock market is a war zone between day traders, shorters, and it's also a combination of a war between supply and demand. So you have to really understand what's going on in the market, and you have to have a plan. Remember, in the markets, people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. So whenever I'm getting into anything, especially a penny stock, which is very risky and very volatile, and remember, this is a penny stock that was already down a lot, starting to come up, doing essentially a dead cat bounce. So there's always a chance that it could go right back down. Remember, it's a penny stock. I just showed you guys the 1-year chart. This has come down a lot from $1.70 to 9 cents. Okay. So very, 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 very risky. Okay. When you buy this. Now, not saying it can't go higher. Anything is possible in these markets. Could go higher, could go lower, could go sideways. But you have to understand when you're buying penny stocks, you're buying anything, what you're getting into, what your plan is, and what exactly are you going to do from here. Okay. Now, if you're on social media and you want me to take a look at a pick today, just let me know what pick you want me to look at. Let me know why you want me to look at that pick. Let me know exactly what you're thinking. Yo, Romeo, what's up, man? Did you buy LIFW today, Romeo? So if there's any picks you want me to look at, put it in the chat, guys, and I'll do my best to take a look at those picks while we are live as well, okay? So let's take a look at the next hot stock today, FRTX. So you can see I marked this. It's been as high as $3. It's recently been as low as 45 cents. We're currently sitting at 92 cents. Now, one of the things, and you can see there's a huge gap up opportunity here. But one of the things you have to understand is that when a stock goes under $1, it is the ultimate in risky, okay? Once a stock gets under $1, in my opinion, it's the ultimate in risky because that's when the shorters, the day traders, the manipulators, the market makers are going to short this stock with impunity. Once a stock gets under $1, I call it no man's land. Really, really risky once it gets under $1. Very, very difficult at that point for the stocks to come back, okay? So you need to understand that anything that goes up can definitely come down. And when something goes down, it's very difficult for it to go back up because what happens is the short traders just start pounding it with impunity, okay? So you need to understand that, and you need to understand it's ultimate and risky. But FRTX, another one of the trades that is very hot today, up 59%. So put her on your radar, put her on your watch list. I personally am not going to go and buy LIFW today at this point. I'm not going to go and buy FRTX at this point because they've already made their move. But if I was looking to day trade, what I would have done is I would have been watching the market pre-market. I would have tried to look for these types of trades. And if I identified LIFW as a pick I wanted to get in, I would have bought it right at market open. And what it did is it went higher at market open because that's what day traders were doing. They were buying it and it went up. It made a big move. I would have sold it and you'll see that it started to go down. So with FRTX, I have the same type of attitude of it's at 92 cents. I don't know if it's going to get above $1. So at this point, I only really believe I might only have 8 cents for it to go from 92 cents to maybe $1. So it doesn't really motivate me. But if it breaks $1, that's where I might be thinking, okay, maybe if it breaks $1, it might have some legs and it might go higher. So this is kind of the way I think about the markets. I'm always thinking about where's it going to go from here? What's the next move? What's the next plan? Where's the next stop for this stock? Where is it going to go from this point? And if I don't feel like there's a huge opportunity for it to go higher, probably not going to try to take the trade. Okay. So really think about when you're buying a stock, where is it today and where is it going to go from here? Okay. So here's one that's really making a big move right now, DTOC. So here's DTOC. Here's the 1-day chart. you could see that it moved up pre-market and then it went up even more. And now it's consolidated sideways. And now my indicators are telling me it's going to go even higher. This is not a penny stock. This is a large cap stock, but it's up 94% on the day. It's absolutely on fire. All right, so you can see it's absolutely on fire, now up 93% on the day. So big mover, done extremely well. But you could see another stock that went up pre-market and then continued that momentum even higher. So if you're a day trader, you're probably already out of the stock because it's already made a big move. Now look at this RSI. The RSI is sitting in the sell zone. So that's my indicator as a trader and as a day trader that probably I'd want to get out from here. Now, as I say that, it is going higher, and I'm not saying it can't go higher from here, but it is extremely risky when you start buying stocks that are sitting in the sell zone, because that's the indicator that a lot of day traders are looking for. So you can see this thing started at 10 bucks, went to a high of, wow, $38, and now it's come back down. Now it's going back up. So super volatile, super risky, but you need to really understand the chart here. To a high of 38, came back down to $11, and then went back down, back up to 29, and then went back down to 14, and now we're sitting at 26. So lots of volatility here. This is the 5-day chart, and you can see it went up, came back down, went up, came back down, went up. So kind of like a day trader's paradise. Definitely a nice one to day trade, but very volatile. So please be cautious here and understand you need to proceed with caution. Romeo Live says, how are you, Rich? Yes, I did, and took the bag at 27.40. Oh, well done, Romeo. Very well done. Ronald Gonzalez says, do you think Aurora will go past $1 again? It's possible, but that's been the problem with Aurora. Aurora is having a problem getting over $1. Until I see them get over $1, I don't trust them, because I believe that as long as they stay under $1, the shorters are going to try to short it with impunity. And once I go through some of these stocks, I'll go through Aurora Cannabis for you. Hey, what's up, Crypto Man? Romeo, what I'm going to do, I've been watching you here every day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a moderator. So feel free to become a moderator here, because I'm looking for different people to help us with the community chat, and give you different powers. So I appreciate you being here, Romeo, and feel free to say whatever you like in the chat and help us moderate the chat. But we are going to try to come live as much as humanly possible, because there's a lot going on in these markets. And I believe we are getting into a very hot time for the markets now, going into the fall. And I want to be here with you guys, day trading, looking for different moves in the markets, making money every day in the markets, in stocks, in crypto. And I believe as a community, we can really find some early stage, undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies where we can make money every single day in the stock market, in the crypto world. And let's get that bag together, guys. That's what I'm all about, is getting that bag and getting that bag together, and really having a good strategy as far as how we're going to make money, and learning how to invest without any emotions. Investing is about learning how to eliminate your emotions, because when you get emotional about investing, that's typically when you lose. But if you learn how to invest without emotions and just learn how to get in and get out and take your money and run, you can have huge success. Hey, my pleasure, man. Whatever I can do to help, brother. All right, so let's take a look at another one of the big trades today, BJDX, currently up 41% of the day. You could see what it did, shot up pre-market and then consolidated. So another reason why I don't like to buy stuff pre-market, and I don't like to necessarily just buy something because it's going up, because a lot of times what goes up will come down, because there are market makers. Their job is to make markets. There are shorters in the market. Their job is to look for stocks that are up so they can short it. You don't want to get caught buying something that's going to get shorted. So BJDX up 42%, and please proceed with caution. Here's EVAX up 35% of the day, And you can see what it did today. It shot up pre-market and then it went up even higher. So some stocks keep going, right? This is a stock that kept going. And then what did it do? It went lower. So my indicator gave us the buy signal. It went up. And then look, the RSI said it was in the sell zone. It went up a little higher. And then what did it do? Started to sell off. So the RSI started to come back down. And once it gets back into a buy zone, it might make another move up. But right now, my indicators are telling me sell. So I wouldn't buy this with my indicators, the MACD telling me to sell, and my RSI also telling me to sell. Okay, so I'm not going to go and buy it when my indicators are telling me to sell. Here's AVGR. This has been on an epic tear. This is the 5-day chart. And look, we've seen this go from $4 in the last 5 days to a high of $12. And it's been very, very, very bullish. So very strong move here for AVGR. They have had some good news. So that's one of the reasons why it's going up. They did oversubscribe on some fundraising. I believe it was 2 million shares or it was $2 million. I was reading the news. So it's not huge news, but it's good news. So that's one of the reasons why it's going up. Now, one of the reasons why I don't want to buy this is that the RSI is sitting in a sell zone. So please proceed with caution. But MACD is saying buy here and the RSI is saying sell. So that gives me some divergence. So one indicator is telling me buy, one indicator is telling me sell. So please proceed with caution. Be very, very careful. Okay. We don't want to see anybody lose money in these markets. All right. All right. Now let's see what else is moving in the markets. So here's RXT, currently up 9% on the day. Put RXT on your radar and on your watch list. So those are like the plays that are really kind of doing well today. And let's take a look at what else is going on here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin, full disclosure, I am an owner of Bitcoin and it is my #1 crypto holding. Ethereum is not my #2. We're sitting at 27,000 on Bitcoin. Bitcoin did start the year at 16,000 and Bitcoin is up. And I'll show you here on the ruler. Bitcoin is up 80% this year. So Bitcoin is up 80% this year. So it's done extremely well. Oh, wow. Welcome to all the members that are here today. We got 58 members that are live with us. Welcome. So Bitcoin has done extremely well this year, and I am a holder of Bitcoin. So if you've been holding Bitcoin or buying or trading Bitcoin, congratulations. And like I said, Rich TV Live is strictly for information and education purposes. Please do your due diligence, do your research before you invest in anything we talk about or discuss here on Rich TV Live. And remember, past performance is not always an indication of future results. Just because Bitcoin has gone up in the past, and remember, when I started talking to you guys about Bitcoin, it was at $1,000. Today, Bitcoin is at $27,000. You can go back to 2017 when I started talking about Bitcoin on YouTube, and you can see that it was at $1,000. Today is at $27,000. That's a 26x on Bitcoin. Congratulations if you're with me on Bitcoin. And if you're not, I'm just here to let you know that I believe that there's still huge upside for Bitcoin. Why? Bitcoin ETFs. There's about 10 Bitcoin ETFs that are looking to get approval by the Securities and Exchange Commission. And I believe that is a huge catalyst for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin halving is coming in between March and April of 2024, which I believe is now about 6 to 7 months away. And I believe will be a massive catalyst for Bitcoin. And because I'm a holder of Bitcoin, I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I'm holding my Bitcoin until, at least my opinion, we are going to see an all-time high. I'm going to show you this. Look at this. The last time we had an all-time high for Bitcoin was in November of 2021. Now, based on history, I believe we will see another all-time high for Bitcoin in November of 2025 because Bitcoin goes in cycles. And the cycle right now is that Bitcoin is going to hit its all-time high based on its last all-time high. Every 4 years, Bitcoin goes on a cycle of up for 3 years, down for 1. Last year was the down year for Bitcoin. Look at this. Bitcoin hit an all-time high of 69,000 in November of 2021 and then dropped in 2022 all the way down. And I'm going to show you this right here. Welcome to all the members that are watching. 369 members watching on YouTube. Welcome to all of you. So look at this. Bitcoin did this massive drop from 69,000 all the way down to 15,000 last year. So all-time highs in 2021 of 69,000, followed by a big drop, a 70% drop to 15,000 last year. And now we're doing another move up, because what Bitcoin does, it goes up for 3 years in a bull market. This is the first year of its bull market, which will last 3 years. And that's what it did during the last bull market, where it started going up in 2019. Then it went up even higher in 2020. And then it went higher, which 2020 was the year of the Bitcoin halving. And then it went to all-time highs in November of 2021. So it went down in 2022, which is the 1 year it goes down, followed by 3 years of highs. So this is the first year of its bull market, where it's now up 80%. And I believe it's going to go up even higher next year with the Bitcoin halving and the Bitcoin ETFs, hopefully all getting approval next year. That will be massive catalyst for Bitcoin. And I believe, based on history, that we're going to see Bitcoin hit all-time highs in November of 2025. What I'm going to do is, when Bitcoin hits all-time highs in November of 2025, that it will be my target to sell. That will be my sell target. So if Bitcoin does hit its highs in November of 2025, I will be looking to sell all of my Bitcoin and all of my Ethereum. So that's full disclosure. My plan is to sell my Bitcoin in November of 2025. So I have about 2 years and 2 months until I plan to sell all my Bitcoin and all my Ethereum. And then my plan is, I believe Bitcoin will get to at least $100,000 in November of 2025. It might go to 150. It might go to 250. Some believe it's going to go to 350,000. So I'm going to be watching very, very carefully. So this is why I'm going to be going live with you guys every single week, because I want to be here to kind of show you what's going on in the market and explain to you what my plan is in the stock market, in the crypto market, while that is happening. Romeo Live says Bitcoin will go higher for sure. Ronald Gonzalez says, what platform are you using to trade on? I'm using TradingView. This is TradingView. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to put it in the chats, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Welcome to everybody that's here. Welcome to Rich TV Live, and we are talking about what's going on in the markets. And full disclosure, I am an owner of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are my 2 largest crypto holdings. And I'm not telling anybody to buy these stocks or buy these cryptos. All I'm trying to do here is educate you guys, entertain you guys, and hopefully teach you guys so you guys can become better traders and better investors, okay? Now, remember, I don't hold the market up. Okay, I don't hold Bitcoin up for everyone to make money. So if you're in this market and you're up and you want to take profits and you're up on Bitcoin 80% this year, nothing wrong with taking profits. I'm not telling you to take profits. If anything, I want you guys to learn how to take profits, especially with penny stocks, especially with smaller coins, especially with any assets that you're up on. It's always a good idea to lock in your profits, because your profits are not real until you sell. Does that make sense? Your profits are not real until you sell. So if you truly want to learn how to make money in the market, the key is to lock in your profits. Take your gains. Take them off the table, because they are not real. They're not realized in your portfolio and safe in your account until you sell. Now, I have a plan. My plan might not work, but if my plan goes as planned, my plan is to sell Bitcoin in November of 2025 hopefully at which point it hits all-time highs where I am predicting it will hit at least $100,000 per coin. But I believe there's a chance that it could go higher, could go to 150,000, could go to 250,000, could go to 350,000 a coin. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying that that's what a lot of different people are predicting. My prediction, the Rich TV Live prediction, is that we will see Bitcoin at $100,000 a coin between 2024 and November of 2025. That is my prediction. When? I don't know. But my prediction is that based on historical patterns, we're going to see Bitcoin at an all-time high between 2024 and November of 2025. Most likely after the Bitcoin halving, which will be between March and April of 2024 and November of 2025, we're going to see an explosion in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and cryptocurrencies. So I believe it's very important right now, because we're 6 months away from the Bitcoin halving, for you to start positioning yourselves. And if you want to get into cryptocurrencies, I think everybody should start learning about Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you want to own cryptocurrencies, I think everyone should try to own a little bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for information and education purposes. I'm not telling you to buy Bitcoin. I'm not telling you to buy Ethereum. I'm not telling you to buy any stocks. I'm not telling you to buy any of these penny stocks. I'm just giving you my opinion. I'm showing you what's happening in the market, and I'm trying to educate you all to become better investors, okay? And hopefully you guys are learning from what we were teaching. Yo, Brent, what's up? Bitcoin, Brent believes this thing will go to $454,000 by 2025. My man, Brent. Bro, from your lips to God ears, brother. Brent says only 21 million, not to mention all the ones that have been lost over the past 12 years. I agree with you 100%, brother. From your lips to God's ears. Hope you're doing well, bro. Great to see you here, man. And welcome to the 361 members and people that are watching all over the world. We really appreciate you guys being here. So I also want to talk to you guys about dividend stocks. So I'm a big fan of dividend stocks, okay? And I've done a lot of research, and I've identified some dividend stocks that I believe everybody should be aware of. So these dividend stocks are very high yielding dividend stocks. And I think that if you want to have a strong portfolio, you need to own some dividend stocks. So these are dividend stocks that pay around 30% dividend annually. The first one is COMB, the Granite Shares Bloomberg Commodity Broad Strategy ETF. These guys pay around 30% a year. They pay annually, so it's just one time a year. So it's more of a long-term investment. But if you put like $10,000 in this, at the end of the year, you're going to get $3,000. That's a great return for a long-term investor. Now, if you put $100,000 in it, like a lot of the big institutions do, they put millions of dollars into these ETFs. They're making 30% a year. So if you put $100,000 into COMB, at the end of the year, typically around mid-December, you're collecting $30,000 in dividends. So I'm a big fan of these dividend ETFs. So I wanted to share it with you guys because I am personally investing in dividend ETFs, and I think they're a great way to make money by holding long term. So this is CCRV, another dividend ETF, which pays about a 30% annual dividend. It is the iShares Commodity Curve Carry Strategy ETF. So they invest in commodities like oil and gas, precious metals, gold, silver, and I'm really bullish on commodities right now, especially oil and gas, and especially gold. So I think this is a great way to make money if you want to hold long for at least a year and you don't want to take too much risk in the market. And I think right now the market is very risky and very volatile. I think this is a great way to do it. CCRV, put it on your watch list, put it on your radar. Another dividend ETF that I think has huge potential. Here's one that I do own, full disclosure, COMT. So this is one that I own. It's an oil and gas ETF. They also invest in precious metals, but mainly in oil and gas. And because the price of oil and gas has been doing really well this year, COMT has also been doing very well. So I get a chance to make double money. Not only do I make money if COMT goes up, after I collect my dividend, I get 30% on my money, which is amazing because I put a lot into this stock, over 6 figures. So let's say I put 100 grand into this. At the end of the year, at Christmas, December 15th, I get 30% dividend. So if I have 100 grand invested into this, I will make $30,000 in dividends on December 15th, paid out one time a year. Now, the other good thing is I'm also up on the stock, up on this ETF. So at the end of the year, after I collect my dividend, if I choose to sell, I can at that point sell and then keep the difference. So let's just say I invested 100 grand and this ETF is now worth 110. Not only will I get a $30,000 dividend, so now my 100 grand is worth 130,000, but I also collect $10,000 in profits. So when I sell that ETF, now I also get an extra 10 grand. So at the end of the year, my $100,000 investment could be worth $140,000. This is why I believe you need to start thinking about investing in dividends. As I get older, as I get more mature, as my appetite for risk goes down and my appetite for safety and dividends goes up, I'm starting to be more interested in dividend stocks. These are the types of stocks I think everyone needs to be aware of, everyone needs to put on the radar, and everyone needs to put on their watch list. Those are 3 dividend ETFs that pay really nice dividends, and they're investing in what I believe are relatively safe investments because I'm really bullish on precious metals. So if you're like me and you're bullish on precious metals, then these are the types of trades that I think you need to look at. All right, let's take a look at another dividend that I really like. I'm actually thinking about buying this. I'm thinking about putting in a large amount of money into this, about 50 grand, and I'm going to tell you why. This is the Tesla Options Income Strategy ETF, okay? These guys pay a massive dividend, 48% to 61% paid monthly. So let's just say I decide I want to put 50 grand into this ETF because I'm really bullish on Tesla. And I think this is a great way to trade Tesla without buying Tesla. This is a great way to trade it because in my opinion, I can buy this, and if Tesla continues to do well, which I believe it will, Cathie Wood just gave them a $2,000 price target between now and 2027. That's crazy. That's like almost another 10x from here. So let's just say we play Tesla and we buy this ETF, and I put 50 grand into this ETF, and they're paying, let's just say for simple numbers, 50% a year. That's about 4% a month. So if I invest, I'm going to say 100 grand, just to make the numbers easy. If I invest $100,000 into this ETF and they're paying me 50% a year, that's about 4% a month. On my $100,000, I would be making $4,000 per month in dividends. Massive. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm thinking about putting in at least 50 grand into this ETF very, very soon. So if you're part of my membership, I'll let you know if I do it. I let my members know all my trades first. If you want to know my trades, join us at richtv.io. Let me show you our website. Wow, welcome to the 568 members here live on YouTube. Welcome. Here's our website to all of you guys that are watching. It's richtv.io, an ecosystem built by investors for investors where we can navigate the markets together. You can upgrade and become a VIP member and get access to all my own trade ideas 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We can navigate the markets together, conquer market labyrinths, savvy insights, and dynamic chats. You can see every day we keep you updated on the price of Tesla, the US dollar, NVIDIA, S&P 500, Bitcoin, Meta, Amazon, and Ethereum. You can also see our featured videos. Like right now, we're live. You can see all of our videos every single day, updated daily. Unleash market potential with key features like personalized watch lists, expert top picks, real-time market alerts, vibrant group chats, in-depth technical analysis, and interactive live trainings, and our top 10 soaring stocks every day and top 10 cryptocurrency movers we update every single month. You can also see our dynamic group chats. We'd love to have you guys join our group chats, in-depth market analysis, and latest financial news. So tons of news and information updated daily at richtv.io, an ecosystem built by investors for investors, and tons of trading information. You can go to trading school and learn about penny stocks, reversals, momentum, swing trading, gaps and go, bull flags, our day trading guide, technical analysis guide, penny stock trading, how to invest in stocks, how to identify a bull trap, how to trade Bollinger Bands, and top stock quotes with some of the top stocks of the day: Apple, Google, Tesla, Netflix, Amazon, Nvidia, and Microsoft. All of that exclusively at richtv.io. We also talk stocks, cryptos, NFTs, real estate, sports, and trending topics and breaking news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. All right, we're almost running out of time. What I want to do is I do want to look at something that this is a brand new IPO, ARM. It's a brand new IPO. It ran up pre-market, went up after it opened, and since then it's been going down. This is why I don't believe in this market. It's a great idea just to chase momentum. Here's the CART IPO. They IPO'd yesterday, and what did they do? They went up pre-market, went up after they went live, and then they started to go down, and they've been going down ever since. So 2 IPOs that have gone up and since have gone down. So anyone who bought this since they've been live is down. I have not bought them, but I'm watching them. And if I feel they get to the point where they're undervalued, which at some point they will be, I will most likely take a buy. But I'm just watching them right now. I haven't bought them, but I'm watching them very, very closely. Now, somebody did ask me here earlier, one of the members that is watching, about a penny stock. So let me take a look at one here. Aurora Cannabis. So let's pull up Aurora Cannabis. Now, Aurora Cannabis is one of the cannabis stocks that I used to talk about almost every single day. I have thought about buying it. I haven't bought it yet, thinking about it, but I haven't. And the reason is they have not been able to break this $1 mark. Every time it gets to this dollar mark, look at this. Every time it gets to this dollar mark recently, it just sells off. So until it breaks that $1 mark and shows me it can stay above the $1 mark, I don't have the confidence that will stay above the dollar mark. So for me, I'm very, very cautious with Aurora Cannabis. So my idea is that I want to see it go to 110 and above, maybe at least 120 before I even think about buying this, because until it proves to me it can go over $1, I don't believe it will, because I believe that the shorters still control this stock. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong. You can clearly see that it's been way higher. I mean, it's been as high as, it's done reverse split. So based on this chart, it's been as high as $142, and it's currently sitting at 82 cents. So very, very risky to try to buy this when it's being controlled by the shorts, okay? You want to, Handy Neighbor says AITX. Okay, AITX is a sub-penny AI stock, which I'll take a look at since you requested it. I appreciate that. AITX. Now, I don't really like these penny stocks at all, but you can see, look, it's been clearly going down. You look at the 1-year chart, it's been as high as a penny, and then it goes down. So for me, based on this 1-year chart, it does look like it's probably close to a bottom, but this is super risky and very, very volatile. And any penny stock that's under a penny is extremely volatile, because what these companies do is they sell stock to raise capital. So I personally won't touch it, but if you want to touch it, all the power to you. It is an AI stock, and it might bounce to a penny, but it's extremely risky. In my opinion, you should proceed with caution, okay? All right, so just to look at a couple companies that we are working with, full disclosure, here's SKUR, Secure Private Data. Stay tuned to my CEO interview. I just interviewed the CEO, and that interview will be coming out next week. This is a cybersecurity company with no debt and growing revenue. And you can see that this stock has been going up from 4 cents to where it stands now at 18 cents in Canada. And in America, it's currently sitting at, it's SWISF in America. Similar, in America, it's gone from 2 cents to where it stands at 13 cents. So put it on your radar, put it on your watch list, a company that we're working very closely with, full disclosure. All right, and here's another one that we're working very closely with that I think everyone should be aware of, Neo Battery Materials. They are working on a super powered battery for electric vehicles. I think this is a company that everyone should be aware of. Another company that we've been working with that's done extremely well this year, been as low as 12 cents, currently sitting at 40 cents, up over 200% in the last year. Another one that I think you need to put on your radar, put on your watch list, NBM, Neo Battery Materials in Canada, and in America, NBMFF. Look at that chart, an absolute beauty. Another one that's been brought to my attention is Nili, Surge Battery Metals. Absolutely on fire. This is one that's gone from 1 cent, okay? This has been an absolute beauty. It's gone from 1 cent to where we stand today, $1.31. So this is another one that is actually a lithium miner, and lithium is one of the key elements in electric vehicles. I'm a big fan of electric vehicles. I'm always hunting electric vehicle stocks and lithium stocks. This is one that's been an absolute juggernaut. Surge Battery Metals, been an absolute giant, up over 1,700% in the last year. So put it on your radar, put it on your watch list, Surge Battery Metals. What is the American symbol for Surge Battery Metals? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Surge Battery Metals, NILIF. So in America, Surge Battery Metals is NILIF. And you can see here a very similar chart from 4 cents to 97 cents. So almost a 20x for Surge Battery Metals, another early stage lithium miner in America. Put on your radar, put on your watch list. Clank Bang says, walk me through here. TTOO had a PR and an FDA approval yesterday. Stock sank. BJDX, similar company, pushing similar product, but no FDA approval. Source. Seems like someone knows BJDX product is better and about to go. Okay, so let's take a look at that. All right. Okay, TTOO. So TTOO, this is a penny stock. You could see very, very volatile. Been as high as $2, came down, and then down to 9 cents, and now it's sitting at 30 cents. So at the end of the day, this is a very risky penny stock, very volatile. I think it's one you need to put on your radar, put on your watch list. But because it's been much higher and then it's now down, I think it's extremely risky, extremely volatile, and I think you need to proceed with caution. BJDX is doing well. I did look at it earlier. Here's BJDX up 45% of the day, but also very similar chart. You can see it's been much higher, much lower, and it's starting to go up on news. So definitely one to put on your watch list and put on your radar, BJDX. But both of these stocks, Clank, have been much higher. So in my opinion, you need to proceed with caution, okay? Be very careful and proceed with caution. All right, hopefully I've answered all your questions. Hope you all have a great day. We've been live for quite some time, now 43 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. I'm your host with the most, your boy Rich TV from Rich TV Live, saying have a great day, everybody. We'll see you soon.